Ladies and gentlemen, it is the man that runs the place, and I am here to talk about what went down Saturday night at the Hall of Fame vote. How in the hell, how in the hell do you not put Terrell Owens in the Hall of Fame? Explain to me. But yeah, you put Ladinian Tomlinson. How? How do you not put this guy in the second time trying to get in the Hall of Fame? Last year they didn't get in. Okay, maybe I understand. I still didn't understand, but okay. Second year for sure, and still does not get in. How the hell is this man not a Hall of Famer? At worst, he's the third best receiver to ever play. At worst. Ray Rice. I'm sorry. What the fuck's Jerry Rice. Maybe Randy Moss, and then T.O. or the other way around. Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens, and then Randy Moss. Somewhere like that. At worst, the third best receiver of all time. And you don't put this guy in the Hall of Fame for the second time around? What the hell is wrong with the NFL? How can you skip this guy two times? This guy should be a first ballot Hall of Famer, and now he's not even a second ballot Hall of Famer. WTF is wrong with the NFL? How do you not put the man? This is like not putting in basketball, not putting LeBron James in the Hall of Fame once he retires, or Kobe Bryant. What the hell is wrong with the NFL? How do you know? Just because they think he was a problem to some of the teammates, okay. But at the end of the day, he delivered. Look at his numbers. I believe he has like the second most receiving yards, and I believe the third most a top three in touchdowns by a wide receiver. How does this man not belong in the NFL when the numbers say he does? He clearly belongs in the Hall of Fame. Just because he caused some problems? Come on, a lot of people cause problems. This guy played in a Super Bowl. He didn't win it, but he played in a Super Bowl. Did LaDainian Thompson play in a Super Bowl? I don't think so. I do not understand why this man. He even said it that he's not even interested in going to the Hall of Fame anymore because he said it doesn't mean any at this point he's getting tired. It doesn't even mean as much to him anymore as it would have meant the first time around. That he's gonna have to wait at least one more year. But how do you not put this man in the Hall of Fame? How? How? Just because he caused some problems? It's not like he killed anybody or raped a girl or something or stole money, killed a dog, something. The dude just had problems with his teammates. It happens. But at the end of the day, this guy delivered on the football field. It's not like he played with the best quarterbacks of all time. He played with Tony Romo, who has only won 2 playoff games in 10 years. He played with Jeff Garcia. So I mean, who really didn't do anything. I mean, he maybe a little bit better than Tony Romo, but not by a lot. And then he played with who else did he? Donovan McNabb, who took him the farthest. But at the end of the day, Donovan McNabb, I'm a big Eagles fan, but Donovan McNabb was not a great quarterback, was not one of the greatest of all time. He didn't even win a Super Bowl. Appeared in one Super Bowl, appeared in 4 NFC Championship games, but was never able to win a Super Bowl. So you cannot say that Donovan McNabb is going to go down as one of the top 5 quarterbacks of all time. He's probably going to go down as one of the greatest Eagles quarterbacks of all time, but he's not going to go as one of the greatest NFL quarterbacks of all time. And then I'm not even going to talk about him playing with Carson Palmer in Cincinnati that one year, because that doesn't even count. I'm just here. To me, Terrell Owens' career was San Francisco, Philadelphia, and Dallas. Although he was only in Philadelphia for like 2 years, still, I mean, he was at the prime of his career, so you might as well count it. So yeah, San Francisco, Philadelphia, and Dallas. Everything else to me, the Buffalo and Cincinnati don't even count, or whatever else he played. I believe he went to Seattle, but they didn't make the team. That was when he decided to retire. But this man, it's not like also he played with the best. I mean, like the best quarterback he probably ever played with was Donovan McNabb, a guy who, like I said, I'm a big Eagles fan, and it's going to go down as one of the greatest Eagles quarterbacks of all time. But at the NFL, I mean, come on, look how many people ahead of Donovan McNabb: Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, John Elway, Joe Montana, Teddy Bradshaw, Troy Aikman, Roger Staubach, Eli Well, no, not Eli Manning. Um, there's a lot. I just think about seven, at least five, that are ahead of Donovan McNabb. Donovan McNabb may go down as one of the great Eagles quarterback of all time, but it's not like he's gonna go down on the NFL's greatest of all time. So Terrell Owens, for him to be able to put up those numbers with those quarterbacks, Tony Romo is really about shit when you compare him to guys like Joe Montana, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and those guys, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees. He ain't that good. His numbers, compared to those guys. Jeff Garcia, we're not even going to mention him. So this guy was still able to put up those. Carson Palmer, well, let's put him there. This guy, he was not. At least Randy Moss can get credited for playing a few years with Tom Brady. Well, one of the greatest of all time. But Donovan McNabb, Terrell Owens, the closest thing he ever came to playing with one of the greatest of all time was Donovan McNabb. The guy still found a way to put up these numbers. Like I said, at worst, the third best wide receiver of all time at worst. And this guy's not going to get put in the Hall of Fame. Now they have to wait another year. And then who knows if he can get in next year. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. And it's not like he never went to the playoffs. Like I said, he went to the playoffs multiple times with San Francisco, Dallas, and Philadelphia. Played in the Super Bowl with a broken leg, barely, it was I believe he did have a broken bone in the leg when he played. He was still not fully recovered from a broken leg. So he played in the Super Bowl with a broken leg. So, and this guy, I just cannot believe how you not put this guy in the Hall of Fame, especially the second time around. It is just so disrespectful for Terrell Owens. And yes, I completely don't blame him for being so mad. And and even for not being that interested in going into the Hall of Fame anymore. Because it is unbelievable what they have done to this man. It has to be a personal thing with the whole people don't liking him because of the trouble causing. Because, you look at the numbers, like I said, look at his receiving yards, look at his touchdowns. The guy's one of the top three of all time. If not second, a lot of people don't know who's better, either Terrell Owens or Randy Moss. Everybody seems to say Jerry Rice is the best ever, but then who's second, either Terrell Owens or Randy Moss. So, okay, but like I said, worst third of all time. But still, how do you not put him in the Hall of Fame? Just because he had some problem with off the field? It's not other than the thing he had in Philadelphia, okay, but still, even though he had that problem in Philadelphia and he got kicked off the team, still, the year before that, he took them to the Super Bowl, or he helped them get to the Super Bowl. And Dallas, they went to the playoffs. It's not his fault that Tony Romo didn't get his head out of his ass. San Francisco, they went to the playoffs too. So it is just crazy to me, just because he has some problems with some of his teammates. And you look at his career in Dallas, I don't think he even had a lot of problems in Dallas. Only that one time he was arguing about how Tony Romo was passing the ball a lot more to Jason Witten than he was to him. Other than that, he didn't really have any problem in Dallas. Never really had a problem in Cincinnati. It was only 1 year. Maybe some problems in San Francisco. A big problem in Philadelphia. That was probably the worst for him when he went to Philadelphia that second year, where he literally got kicked out of the team. He got suspended and then got released. But in Dallas, he didn't really cause a lot of problems other than the whole thing with the whole him saying that Tony Romo preferred Jason Witten, passing the ball to Jason Witten than he did to Terrell Owens. He didn't really have a lot of problems in Philadelphia. In San Francisco, he had some problems with Jeff Garcia. But the biggest, to me, people are being a little bit dramatic with all this shit. The guy deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. There's no question about it. And people are just acting, for some reason, I don't know why everybody hates this guy. I understand some people are not a big fan of him because of his attitude. But like I said, it's not like look at guys like Ray Rice for hitting his wife. Look at guys like Greg Hardy for hitting his girlfriend. Look at guys like Michael Vick for killing dogs. Plexico Barris or carrying a gun into a nightclub and shooting himself on the leg. That kind of stupidity. Not really much harm on anybody else but himself. But and a lot of those guys have jail time. Plexico Barris and Michael Vick and Greg Hardy and Ray Rice. The only reason they didn't serve jail time is because the girls that were assaulted did not press charges. But other than that, I mean, they should have served jail time. This guy did not do anything. I believe the worst thing he did off the field was he went on an overdose for taking pills. It happens maybe sometimes. I don't know. That was the worst thing he ever did. I believe off the field, go on an overdose and took a little bit more pills than he was supposed to. But I mean, it wasn't like he was going to die. He was completely fine. But I don't understand what the problem is. You know, just because he had a little bit of off the field problems, or not even off the field problems. You know, problems maybe in the locker room with some of the teammates. It happens. It happens. I always had a problem with my teachers. I didn't think they were teaching me the right way. And then like one day they'll come in. You know, it's not like they nobody said I was a good student or they failed me because of that. I still pass all my grades. You know, once I passed my grades, they would put me in the next grade or whatever. You know, you can't let the personal things get the best of you. This guy, there's no question about it, deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. There's no question about it. You have got to put this man in the Hall of Fame. And like I said, at this point, it looks bad. It's going to be the third time around. And who knows if he's even going to get in. Because now that knowing the NFL, they might want to make this a story where he might have to wait, you know, just to make it a story and continue to talk about it. Not put him in next year. I can easily see that. Just like, oh, just don't even put him in just to make it I don't know. But he needs to get in. He should have been in since the first time around. And it's just an excuse. And I just cannot believe this shit. Terrell Owens deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Donovan McNabb deserves to be in the Hall of Fame a lot more than LaDainian Tomlinson, I'm telling you right now. Brian Dawkins deserves to be in the Hall of Fame a lot more than LaDainian Tomlinson. But that's another thing. Those two, like I said, a lot of times the whole thing about not winning a championship affects you. But Terrell Owens is a special brother, and just because he did not win he's one of those brothers that it doesn't really matter if you won a Super Bowl or not. The way his numbers were, he deserves automatically to go in the Hall of Fame. Donovan McNabb, Brian Dawkins, yeah, it's a little bit different because they weren't able to win the championship, and you know it's a little bit harder. But I just don't understand how LaDainian Tomlinson goes in before Brian Dawkins. I really don't get it. To me, Brian Dawkins had a much better impact on his team than LaDainian Tomlinson did on his. Don't get me wrong, LaDainian Tomlinson was a good brother. He could ball, but I'm not going to get into that right now. Let me just say, Terrell Owens needs to get in the Hall of Fame. That is all I'm going to say. Anyway, or he should be in the Hall of Fame already about a year ago. But until next time, this is the man that runs the place. I am the man that runs the place. I am CE. And until next time, you know, I will catch you down the road. And I cannot believe this shit. They need to put this man in the Hall of Fame as fast as possible. But who knows if they will. Who knows? Until next time, I will see you down. What the fuck is going on? I cannot believe this.